Stop saving your money. Seriously, if you're waiting to scrape together a 20% down payment, you aren't investing, you're waiting. And in today's market, waiting is the fastest way to stay poor. While you're saving pennies, the pros are buying properties with $0 out of pocket. They aren't using banks, they're using creative financing. I've spent years analyzing the shift in the 2026 real estate landscape, and the truth is, the bank is no longer the gatekeeper to wealth. If you have low capital or a credit score that makes banks cringe, you don't need a loan, you need a strategy. In this video, I'm giving you a masterclass on the two most powerful tools in the game, seller financing and subject to deals. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to acquire cash-flowing rental properties without a single cent of your own money. Let's dive in. Most gurus tell you the same thing: save your pennies, aim for that 20% down payment. That's the golden rule, right? Wrong. In today's market, that rule is a financial death trap. Let's do the math. Say you're eyeing a $200,000 rental. You need $40,000. Even if you're disciplined and save $1,000 a month, that's over 3 years of grinding. But here is the kicker: the market isn't sitting still while you're saving. By the time you hit your goal, that property isn't $200K anymore. It's $250K. Now your goalpost just moved another $10,000 further away. You're running a race where the finish line moves every time you take a step. And then there's the bank, the gatekeepers. They want a perfect credit score, a flawless 2-year history, a mountain of paperwork. If you have a few bumps in your credit history, the bank just says no. Now you're trapped. You can't save fast enough to beat inflation, and you can't qualify for the loan anyway. You're essentially paying a waiting tax. Every month you spend saving is a month you aren't collecting rent. You aren't building wealth, you're just hoarding cash while the pros are using other people's money to scale. Here is the truth the banks don't want you to know. You don't need their permission to own real estate. You don't need a 20% deposit, and you definitely don't need a perfect credit score to start building a portfolio. The secret is shifting your focus from saving to structuring. We call this creative financing. Instead of fighting for a bank loan, you create a win-win agreement directly with the seller. Let's break down the two most powerful tools in the Creative Investor's Toolkit: seller financing and subject to. First, seller financing. This is exactly what it sounds like. The seller acts as the bank. Instead of you giving them a lump sum of cash at closing, you agree on a purchase price and pay them in monthly installments. Why would a seller do this? Maybe they own the home free and clear. They don't need the cash today, but they want a steady monthly income without the headache of being a landlord. It's a monthly paycheck for them and a wealth-building asset for you. No credit checks, no bank approvals, just a contract. Now let's talk about the heavy hitter, subject to. Subject to means you are buying the property subject to the existing loan. You aren't getting a new loan. You are simply taking over the seller's current mortgage payments. The deed transfers to you. You own the home, but the loan stays in place. This is a lifesaver for sellers who are underwater or in pre-foreclosure. They get to walk away from a disaster without ruining their credit, and you get a rental property without needing a massive down payment. But here is the million-dollar question: where do you find these people? You don't find these deals on Zillow. You find them by targeting motivated sellers. This is where tools like PropStream become your unfair advantage. You can filter for owners who live in a different state, people with high equity, or those facing financial distress. Once you find the lead, you don't ask if they want to sell. You ask if they are open to creative terms. If your credit is a mess, don't let it stop you from pursuing these deals. While creative financing bypasses the bank, having a clean slate helps for future scaling. That's why we recommend professional credit repair services to run in the background while you hunt for your first sub-to-deal. Stop waiting for the perfect bank account balance. The wealth is in the deal, not the deposit. Now you might be thinking, where do I actually find these motivated sellers? You won't find these deals on Zillow. You need raw data. That's why I use PropStream. It allows you to filter for high equity owners and distressed properties in seconds. It is the ultimate shortcut to finding subject to deals. And look, if your credit score is currently a disaster, don't let that kill your momentum. I've linked a trusted credit repair service in the description to help you clean up your profile while you scale your creative portfolio. The result? You stop asking banks for permission and start owning assets today. More doors, more cash flow, zero waiting. If you're ready to stop saving and start investing, hit that subscribe button and click the PropStream link below to find your first deal. Let's build that wealth.